Hello, good afternoon. My name is Juan Camilo Rojas, and I'm here to talk about the differences and similarities that a translator and an interpreter have. This short video is about the work by Chirimbu 2018 in its work title, The Translator's Role in the 21st Century. Well, both a translator and an interpreter, they must have, besides a solid language knowledge of the two different languages, they must have a cultural sensitive in order to be accurate when he is doing his job. We can have the analogy of a bridge between two cultures and two different languages. So he must be having some good knowledge of both languages. As we know, there are some idiomatic expressions that are not the same in one language or the other. Let's go to the translation. Translation is, in other words, like you have one book here reading in Spanish, and you want to translate it in English, into English. So in order to do this, you will have to, first of all, do some research about the book you're going to translate. Of course, there must be some translations previous done by someone else. So it's better to check those translations and look for maybe some mistakes that you could correct. So this will lead you to an analysis of the text where you will find idiomatic expressions that you need to translate in the new language, in the target language, so it will be understood and it will not lose the meaning of it. Of course, you will have to do some adaptations, like I said previously, because the target language may be the expression you are looking for are not the same. Just remember that a translation technique is a written process. On the other hand, the interpreter could be, first of all, let's talk about the characteristics that an interpreter must have. For example, as we said previously, you need to have cultural sensitive in order to avoid mistakes. You need to be intuitive and creative at the time you are interpreting something. Of course, you need to have a good memory because you need to remember all the things that have been said by the person you are interpreting for. Of course, a key factor is to have a pleasant voice, so they will like to hear you, of course. And you have to need to control your emotions, because in a certain case, maybe the person you are translating for, he gets angry with the other person. So you have to keep calm and just take it easy. Your job is doing the translation, the interpretation. So just keep it simple and don't get too much involved in the emotions. The techniques used in the interpretation could be in a simultaneous way, where you translate the language right away, and it could be done by using headphones, where you are located in a quiet room. You are translated directly to the earpiece that maybe your person listening to you is. You can do it by whispering, so you can whisper right straight to the person's ear, or you can keep a certain distance, because if they are recording that interview, you don't want to be the center of attention. Or another technique is to do it in a paper-based. So this means that you already know what is the topic of the meeting, and you have been translated some documents before that. And another way to translate, to be the interpreter, is as a consecutive way. So it's like right away. He speaks and you are speaking at the same time, interpreting that. According to Chimburu 2018, it says that you have to keep a time limit of 20 minutes, because after 20 minutes, you are supposed to be stressed, and we don't want you to be stressed. So it's a good thinking to have another person with you, so you can switch roles every 20 minutes. And finally, let's remember that no matter how good you are translating or interpreting something, there will be always something lost in translation. Thank you very much. Have a good one.